Hey everybody, it's Julianne from Cary Quilting Company in Cary, North Carolina, and today is March 1st. Yay for March. And I have the biggest collection of fabric to share with you today. So while I'm sharing, after I read you the description of the fabric, we're going to just talk and talk and talk. So first up, this is the new collection by Kim Diehl. It's called Right as Rain, and she puts out collections once or twice a year. She is kind of the reproduction queen. So she makes tons of patterns. She's a best-selling author, and most of her prints are small and reproduction minded. And she also puts out patterns for lots of small quilts. So this will be all reproduction, all small patterns, and perfect for small quilts or even small applique. So while we are showing you all of this, I'm just going to read the direction or read the descriptions. Kim Diehl has wowed us again with her collection called Right as Rain. This collection includes all of the scrappiness that Kim is known for in rich reds, dark chocolate browns, golds, teals, navy, a taupe, and pumpkin, with some pops of color to include a deep pink and all shades of green. Five neutrals round out the group with some subtleness that lets the deep colors have a quiet background. And Kim designs for Henry Glass Fabrics. We do have a Kim Diehl Right as Rain club going on right now. It's taught by Lynn, and her first class or first gathering of the club was this past Saturday. If you love these fabrics and you just can't wait to be in the club, give us a call or send us an email, and we'll see if there's space available and if Lynn could share with you what happened in the first session of the club. That one's pretty fun. You could turn that either way. That could even be like shingles on the roof of a house. That would be fun. Okay, what else can we talk about today? We have Best of the Triangle. There's a magazine called Indie Week Magazine, and they do a series every year called Best of the Triangle. The Triangle for us includes Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill, and we are sort of included in the Triangle. If you are familiar with NC State and UNC and Duke, that sort of rounds out the big teams in the Triangle. And Indie Week does a Best of the Triangle every year where they find the best services, the best restaurants, the best doctors, the best everythings. And one of the categories in the shopping section is Best Fabric Store in the Triangle. And we have the distinction of having won Best Fabric Store in the Triangle for the past 4 years in a row. We would love to win for a fifth year in a row, but the first step in winning is to become nominated, because once the nominations close, there are only 4 in each category from which you can vote. So the nomination period ends on March 6th, so just in 5 days. And I'll be sure to put a link in the comments to let you know how to nominate Cary Quilting Company for Best of the Triangle. Even if you're not local, you can definitely nominate us as best because we may be the only store you know in the Triangle. So that would make us the best. So we are really hoping to be nominated for another win this year. And then, of course, when the voting opens in April, if we're on the ballot, we're hoping for your vote to win for the 5th year in a row. Here come those neutrals we were talking about earlier with Kim Diehl. The next thing I want to remind you about is if you're local or if you're in the region, our Raleigh Quilt Guild, which is called Capital Quilters Guild, is having their annual show. And that's going to be at the NC State Fairgrounds in Raleigh on March 18th and 19th. So just in a couple of weeks, we will be vending at the show. We're going to have a small vendor booth so you can come and see us. And there are hundreds of quilts in that show that are just going to be beautiful. I know there's one feature that the show is doing that I can't wait to see, where I don't know the actual name of it, but everybody got a piece of the same blue fabric, and the blue fabric is going to be like a ribbon that runs through all the quilts, and they're going to line them up so the blue fabric goes through them all. So that's going to be very, very fun. So again, that Capital Quilters Guild show, I'll also link in the comments of today's video, March 18th and 19th. The next thing I want to remind you of is we are a top shop in the nationally produced Quilt Sampler magazine. Quilt Sampler is one of the magazines that the Better Homes and Gardens companies put out, and we were named as a top shop. So we're going to have a multi-page feature in Quilt Sampler magazine That's going to be coming out at the end of April, and we are pre-selling copies of the magazine now. You can choose autographed or unautographed, whatever you prefer. I'm imagining my hand might get a little tired, but I'm happy to do it. So if you'd like to grab yourself one of the Quilt Sampler magazines that has Cary Quilting featured in it, that will come out in April. We also have an original pattern that will be featured in the magazine as well. And I can't tell you anything about it yet, but it's very cute. And I'm looking forward to making one of them for somebody special in April myself. The last thing I want to tell you about is our handmade market is now 2 months away. Our spring handmade market will happen on April 30th, and we have 24 great vendors. Some of them are returning vendors, some of them are brand new. They have all been handpicked by me, and I cannot wait for that event. So be sure to mark that on your calendar as well. Have a great afternoon. If you love Kim Diehl, she's available here now at the shop, online and curbside, and we'll see you back here from the shop tomorrow. Bye.